This message won't resonate with everyone, but if it does, be cautious. There's someone around you who has very extreme thoughts and reactions. This person isn't in control of their emotions and lacks emotional maturity. They react strongly to any emotional or mood change, making them very unpredictable. Even they can't predict their own reactions. Here's the thing. They could be in a good mood, feeling happy and normal. But if someone or something affects their emotions, they can flip suddenly. This person doesn't know how they'll react in those moments. 1 minute, they might be calm, and the next, they could be angry or upset without warning. Imagine they're having a good day, but someone says something that upsets them. Instead of handling it calmly, they might lash out or have an extreme reaction. Their emotions control them, not the other way around. This makes them unpredictable and sometimes even dangerous to be around because you never know what might set them off or how they'll react. You need to stay aware of this person's emotional instability and protect yourself. Keep your distance if you sense they're in one of their extreme moods. Their unpredictability can create a lot of chaos and stress, and it's important to prioritize your own emotional well-being. This person is very unpredictable and explosive. They can't control themselves or their emotions. You might be dealing with someone who has borderline personality disorder. The energy feels like that ups and downs, highs and lows, very extreme reactions. They may not have this disorder, but they are extremely reactive and overthink everything. They tend to form unrealistic ideas or delusions. You've been very open and nice to this person, showing your kind and caring nature. They might have mistaken your kindness for something more and formed unrealistic expectations. This person's extreme thinking and overreactions make them difficult to deal with. One moment, they're calm and happy. The next, they're upset and explosive. Their emotions control them, making them very unpredictable. You need to be cautious around them and protect yourself from their unpredictable behavior. Prioritize your own emotional well-being and set boundaries if needed. This person takes things to the next level. They might believe you're their soulmate or even their twin flame. They feel a deep connection to you, or at least they think they do. The thing is, they twist things in their mind. They turn small gestures into something big. For example, you might message them, "Hey, how are you?" And they could think you're in love with them, or that you've been waiting to talk to them. They see it as a sign. This person is very extreme in their thinking and reactions. They take simple actions and make them into a big deal. It's important to be cautious around them and set clear boundaries. You sent them a message, and it's fueling their delusion. They've made up a fairy tale in their head about you two. The more you talk to them and are nice to them, the more it feeds into this false story. You need to be very cautious with how you interact with this person right now. They are in a state of limerence. They truly believe you two are meant to be together, that you are their soulmate or twin flame, and that you're both in love with each other. This belief has made them very upset and confused. They've convinced themselves of the story, and they believe it deeply. Be careful and clear with your boundaries to avoid feeding into their delusion. They're waiting for you to talk to them. They feel like this is just separation period. Even when you interact with other people, it really bothers them. For some of you, this might be someone you work with or met through work. They think you two have a special connection. Whether it's true or not, in their mind, they've convinced themselves that you're meant to be together, that you're their soulmate or twin flame. This belief is very strong for them, and they are deeply affected by it. You need to be clear and careful with your interactions to avoid feeding into their delusion. They think you're secretly in love with them because they are secretly in love with you. This happened very quickly for them because they're very extreme. They're the type who meets someone today and plans their wedding tomorrow. They either love you or hate you, and it's always intense. They react strongly to everything. If they see you with someone else, they get very angry. You've probably noticed the red flags and backed away from this person, and I don't blame you. They have a love-hate relationship with their feelings for you. One moment, they're head over heels, and the next, they're furious. This person is very reactive, and their emotions are all over the place. They need to work on themselves, but you need to protect your own peace. You may have created some distance, even if you weren't rude about it, because this person was really heavy in your energy. Now they're really messed up about it. They can't sleep and constantly think about you. Thoughts of you play in their mind all day. They don't think like you. This person is very obsessive and feeds their own delusions. They might have some type of mental illness. They don't think normally and are very extreme. You've noticed the red flags and backed away, and I don't blame you. They're struggling with this distance and can't stop thinking about you. Their intense emotions and obsessive thoughts are making things worse for them. They jump to the most extreme conclusions. Even the smallest thing can get twisted in their mind. They tend to make everything about them. This person not only thinks the world revolves around them, but believes you revolve around them too. They're constantly checking your social media and even think you're sending them telepathic or subliminal messages. If you post something on social media, they'll find a way to make it about themselves. For example, if you post a picture wearing a white shirt, they might think it's because they wore a white shirt recently. Their thinking is very intense and focused on themselves, which can be overwhelming. That's exactly how they think. Everything you do, they believe it's somehow about them. Every social media post, every action in your life, they interpret as revolving around them. It's their perspective, even though it's not accurate. This person carries a lot of karmic energy, and through your interactions, they're learning important lessons. They might eventually realize that their thinking isn't normal. Meanwhile, you're not getting caught up in their drama. Instead, you're focusing on your happiness, your career, and your finances. You're staying grounded in what matters to you. This person's perspective is deeply skewed towards seeing themselves at the center of everything. They interpret every move you make, every social media update, and every aspect of your life as somehow related to them. It's as if they believe the world revolves around their existence, including your actions. Their fixation on you is driven by intense karmic energies, suggesting they're meant to learn significant lessons through their interactions with you. Perhaps over time, they'll come to realize the abnormality of their thoughts and perceptions. In contrast, you're maintaining a healthy distance from their obsessive tendencies. Instead of getting entangled in their drama, you're focusing on your personal growth and stability. Your attention is on nurturing your career, securing your finances, and finding fulfillment in your own life. This person watches everything you do and everyone around you, thinking everyone is a potential love interest for you. They become very possessive, believing firmly that you and they are destined to be together, no questions asked. They're convinced there's no one else meant for either of you. They also believe that you're hiding your feelings for them, even though they themselves aren't open about their own feelings. They think you feel the same way they do. They believe this connection is tough, like there's something blocking you from being together, so they think you secretly love them. Even if you say otherwise, they'll just think you're lying. They're very extreme in their thinking. Be careful how you interact with them. They twist everything you say to convince themselves you're obsessed with them. Keep your interactions brief and polite. If you need to reject them, do it gently. They see this connection as really challenging, like there are obstacles preventing you from being together. So they've convinced themselves that you must secretly have feelings for them. Even if you were to explicitly deny it, they wouldn't believe you. They just think you're hiding your true emotions. Their mindset is very intense and fixed on this idea. It's important to handle interactions with them cautiously because they interpret everything you do or say as confirmation of their beliefs. They're likely to see innocent gestures or casual conversations as signs of your deep affection for them. To manage this, it's best to keep your conversations short and to the point. If you find yourself needing to turn down their advances or clarify your feelings, it's crucial to do so gently and without harshness, considering their sensitive perspective. I'm sensing that you're dealing with someone who's a bit unstable, even a bit crazy. This person is going to find it really tough to accept that you don't love them or feel the same way they do. They've spent a lot of time convincing themselves and living in a fantasy world they've created about you too. Every little thing you do, like posting on social media, they interpret it as a sign that you care about them. They get readings about you and try to connect with you on a spiritual level, even if you're not aware of it. It's important to be cautious in how you handle interactions with them because they have a very intense and skewed perception of your relationship. This person is the type who, even if they hear something they don't like from a reliable source, will ignore it and find another reading that supports their fantasies. They're obsessed with you and have created a whole imagined relationship.